Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims info and thoughts video. So, the other day I did do an overview of all of the free stuff we got with this week's game update, but there was something pretty interesting that was left out of the patch notes. I don't know if it was on purpose or if it was an accident, but no, I'm leaning more towards the former here, because even if you do not have island living installed, it's possible for your Sims to wade a little bit into the waters of certain worlds. There definitely was some disappointment over the fact that for now, we can only swim in Sulani, like full on swim and not just wade. But SimGuru Lindsay did say we can only do it in Sulani for now, so it does seem like they are maybe exploring the possibility of adding ocean swimming to past worlds and maybe future ones as well. I guess maybe it would be a bit easier to put ocean swimming in future worlds, because with the past worlds, they probably do have to remake some of the terrain to make it swimmable, and then they have to make sure it doesn't break our existing saves, because that would just be absolutely aggravating. But then with future worlds, they already have the technology they need to just put it in right there as they're making the whole world from scratch. So yeah, I can definitely imagine that happening, at least for future worlds. And I did see a couple of people saying, oh, maybe the fact that we can wade in these waters is a glitch, but I very highly doubt that's the case, because as you can see, in certain cases it does actually say wade here instead of go here. And I think there is some logic with just how deep the water is where you're clicking on it, because sometimes it does still say go here, but then sometimes it does say wade here. So it just makes sense to me that it's like, oh, if you're just going into the water where it just barely covers your toes, then it's not really wading so much. It should just be called go here still. But then once you're really starting to go in deeper, then it makes more sense for it to say wade here. And as a matter of fact, almost all of the places I know of where you can wade, they are actually new. Like, you couldn't go that far into the water before, or at all. There are a couple of exceptions to this, because you may remember quite a while ago I did do a video where I discovered that near a waterfall in Cavalier Cove in Brindleton Bay, you could actually walk through the water and there were paths on either side. So it was kind of like an easy way to go between the two paths on either side of the river. So yeah, it was just like, oh, you already could go into the water there a little bit, but now you actually can legitimately wade in there. So that is a little different even then to what it was before. And with Granite Falls, it's a somewhat similar situation where near that big waterfall in the national park, you can actually go like a little bit into the water. And the same thing, it's like you could go in there a little bit, but now you can also wade in it, though it's not really that deep at all. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. But then with Magnolia Promenade, that's probably the most interesting example, because you can actually go in really deep for some reason, like much deeper than the other worlds. It's almost a little much, because you can actually go right by the docks, which can't be interacted with. They're just decorations, but it's just like, oh, you can basically just go up and say hi to them. They won't care, but you could do that. And with how deep in the water your Sims can go in Magnolia Promenade, I feel like they might as well just start doing the swimming animations instead of just wading the whole way. The one other thing you may have noticed is that Sims do not change into their swimwear as they wade, but maybe that's just some behavior that still needs to be programmed in. Although maybe it also is just done on purpose, just to leave open more story possibilities or something along those lines. And actually, it was kind of funny what happened here in this particular clip in the neighborhood in Willow Creek where the Spencer Kim Lewis household lives, because I did want my Sim Ian to just walk over here. I did not think he was actually still going to stay in the water while he did that, and especially in this example too, not just in Magnolia Promenade, it really felt like he should have just done the swimming animation. It's just that they don't seem to really have that sort of ability programmed into existing worlds just yet. But this really does give me a lot of hope that they will figure it out eventually. This really does seem like the first step, and that's a whole lot better than nothing, that's for sure. Because it really did kind of sound like it was just, oh yeah, not even waiting would be possible in the previous worlds. It would only be possible in Sulani, but nope, that's not the case at all. Though there are some places that I tried to have my sim wait in that would still make sense to at least have that, like downtown Willow Creek, where you have the bar and the library and the gym and the museum. Could not wait anywhere there, which surprised me. And it'd be really cool to be able to swim in the small lake in Forgotten Hollow from Vampires, but nope, could not do that. And I guess it would be kind of nice to wait around in the pond in Strangerville in Shady Acres just to cool off on a really hot day, but nope, can't do that either. And also what's interesting is that Ian actually did get a moodlet from just waiting around in the water. I can't remember exactly when it happened, but yeah, just another thing where it feels kind of validated that they are really trying to get ocean swimming to work in all of the worlds in The Sims 4. So to any sim gurus who may be watching this video, please do whatever it takes, Avengers Endgame style, to make it possible to swim in ponds and lakes and oceans in as many worlds as possible. I think it would be well worth the effort. And that wraps up another Sims info and thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!